Good afternoon, this is Trey with BuildIdaho.com. We're going to do our third video today in a series, but I've got Scott Flynn here with me, and he's created his own challenge to the world, and it's called the Flynner Challenge. So I wanted to give him a chance to explain what the Flynner Challenge is about and see if you're ready to participate. So tell us, what is it?
We have decided to build all of our homes to a carbon neutral standard. And so what that means is we've determined through EPA spreadsheets and calculations how much carbon emissions are generated in the construction of each house.
And that include what all is included in the calculation?
It includes transportation of all subcontractors, anybody from the state, any inspectors, myself, project managers, superintendents.
Delivery of material,
everything that we could possibly think of. And then it takes into account solid waste generated that gets put into the landfill, and doesn't include any of the recyclables. So we recycle everything we possibly can, but anything else was considered. And then power used on site, like skill saws and drills, how much is generated from power plants. And we found some pretty staggering results. We found that we drive at about 11,000 miles.
11,000 miles
per job, so it's about across the United States.
So that's your guys, everybody.
That's
that
everybody.
comes in contact with the house.
One house.
All right.
We generate, I think it was like 10,500 cubic yards of CO2. So that equates to 16 tons of CO2 per house.
All right.
And so what we do is we purchase what are known as carbon offsets. So we fund companies whose primary purpose is to extract carbon out of the atmosphere.
So they plant trees.
So they plant trees and they create jobs. But so we pay these companies, this company, money for the carbon they've stripped out. We apply that to our job, and they cancel each other out. So we generate 16, and then we buy offsets that said we've stripped 16 out from the atmosphere, and we apply that to each
So
job.
what is the Flynner Challenge then?
The Flynner Challenge is to challenge all businesses, individuals, and families to do the same thing. So meaning that you can determine how much carbon you generate either in your business or your family or your house or even individuals, and then purchase carbon offsets.
All right.
To say that you're a carbon neutral person, family, or company.
So I do not impact the world I don't impact the world.
You don't impact the world.
All right.
You have a negative, or you have a neutral carbon impact.
So for every gallon of gas I burn, I should be replacing it with
and
a credit.
You can do that with yearly receipts, because you know how much you spend on gas.
So if someone wanted to learn more about the challenge or about your whole study, can they find that on your website?
Yes.
And the website is
FlynnerHomes.com.
If you'd like to learn more, check out Scott Flynn's website, and we'd invite you to take the challenge.
Yes.